We're just around the corner from Valentine's Day, so if you're looking for a gift to get your other half, or maybe you just want to get some nice shoes for yourself, here's the best 7 sneakers you should get for Valentine's Day 2024. Let's get right into it. So coming up at number 7, we got the Women's Dunk Low Valentine's Day 2022 colorway. Now for a Valentine's Day dunk, these are a very loud color. There's not much red, but there is a lot of pink in this colorway. And honestly, I kind of think it's unique for a dunk, even though there is a lot of pink dunks. But the material to the pink is just all different, and especially for a Valentine's colorway, I think it's very unique. Now if you go on Go or StockX or any of those shoe reselling apps, you will see that these shoes go for roughly $180 to around $260. A size 12 in women's is $320 as I'm recording this right now. But yeah, so that's a general idea of what you'll be paying for these shoes. The good thing about this shoe, I guess you could say, is that you never really see them anywhere in public. This could potentially be a good thing because not everyone's wearing the same shoe, like the Panda Dunks or the Air Force Ones, just the white ones or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why this shoe makes the list at number 7. Next up at number 6, we do got the Women's Dunk Low Valentine's Day 2024 alternate colorway. Now this is a colorway that we saw in my last video, but it is the alternate version. I feel like the pink in these shoes are different than the other pinks, especially in the shoes in this list. I think the pink is a little bit different. The pink isn't too loud or saturated, and I think it's good for neutral fits. It'll go with more since that pink isn't too bright. And honestly, I really like the laces on these shoes. A small detail that I like, but I think the laces are one of the coolest parts about this shoe. I like those little skinny laces that they have on some shoes. I would have put the normal Valentine's Day 2024 colorway on this list, but I already put them on my last video and I wanted to switch something up a little bit. Next up at number 5, we do have the Women's Air Max 90 Love Letter colorway. Now when I was doing my research on these shoes for this video, I saw this shoe and I've never seen it before, but I think it's one of the most underrated Air Max 90 colorways out there, and I really think you can't go wrong on Valentine's Day. I feel like the red with the pink goes together a lot better than a lot of the other Valentine's shoes, and I think you can make some really cool fits with either more pink or more red. Whatever works, the shoe will go with it, and that's why I like it a lot. Don't get me wrong, the colors are probably one of the coolest parts about this shoe. There is one thing I think that is better than all the other things about this shoe, and it is the tiny little details. The holes you put the laces through are heart shaped, and there's a little tab that you can open on the tongue of the shoe, and it has a little small detail, and it has some lettering, and it says Air Max 90 forever, and that's sick. I love that detail. I love when little details are like that on shoes, like the Travis Scott 6s, like they have that little side pocket. That's just for an example. There's also more shoes like that with little details. I think they should do more things like that for shoes. But overall, the Air Max 90 with Love Letter colorway is one of the best shoes, I think, in my opinion, for this list. And I think it's surprising because it's an Air Max 90, and I'm not normally a fan of those, so that does say a lot about this shoe. Now at number 4, we do have the Women's Nike Air Force One Low Valentine's Day 2024 colorway. And this colorway is really similar to the Valentine's Day Air Forces from a year or two ago. Honestly, you could have put either one of these in this spot. They're both great shoes, and I think the swoosh on this one is why I put it on this list and not the other shoe, because this swoosh on this Air Force One is different. It's made with like those little sparkles that move around in the swoosh, it looks like, I think, behind the plastic. That's what it looks like to me according to these pictures. Again, it's all about the little details in this shoe. The minor details like the laces and the colors in this shoe are honestly a little bit different for Valentine's Day, but I think it's nice that they're trying to go for a unique look for Air Forces while also trying to keep it a Valentine's colorway. It's more of like a red velvet color more than just a bright red or a bright pink, but I do love the little beads that they have on the laces. I will say the bottom of the shoe is probably one of my favorite parts about the shoes because it's such a different color than the rest of the colors on the shoe, and I think it stands out more than almost anything else on the shoe. Like I said, you could have put the Valentine's Day 2023 Air Force colorways. It could work either way with the 2024s or the 2023s. Either are just fine. They look great in their own aspects. Now before we get into our top 3, I'm going to throw in an honorable mention in there, which is the Women's New Balance 550 Valentine's colorway, of course. And this is a shoe I put on honorable mention because there's not a bunch of sizes available for it. I'm not sure why, but for the available sizes, if you have that size, you should definitely cop this shoe. I think it is an amazing shoe, one of the best 550s out there in my opinion. It's definitely unlike a lot of the New Balance 550s and a lot of the other shoes because I feel like a lot of them are copy and paste colorways. But no, the Valentine's colorway brings a unique look. Now starting off our top 3, we do have the Women's Adidas Gazelle Valentine's Day 2024 colorway. Now this is one of my favorite shoes on the list, and I noticed that the Gazelles and the Sambas of the Adidas are getting very popular again in 2024 and late 2023. They started trending. I like how these classic style shoes are trending more, but the pink on the shoe is very soft. I like it. It matches a lot of stuff, and it's very neutral. I feel like the pink neutral colors are very nice when it comes to Valentine's shoes, and I think it's better than a bright vibrant pink, and it matches Valentine's Day more, and it matches that gum sole very well. Trending shoe, nice style, definitely have to cop. Now for the number 2 spot, we got my personal favorite shoe on the list. It's going to to be the women's Converse Chuck 70 High Y2K Hearts. Not a Valentine's Day colorway, but it does represent Valentine's Day to me. It literally has hearts on the shoe. And yeah, it's my favorite because it's very similar to the women's Gazelle that we saw last shoe. This is the first sneaker other than the New Balances that's an honorable mention though. This is the first sneaker that's not Nike on this list, and it is my favorite. I'm not normally a Converse person at all by any means, but this colorway is probably my favorite Converse shoe ever. It's unfortunate that they don't have my size because I'm a men's size 12, so I unfortunately can't get this shoe, but I think it'll be a great Valentine's gift for anybody. So if you want to get a great Valentine's gift for any girl, your girlfriend, whatever, get these for her. The sole of the shoe, the outsole is more of a beige color, not white, and that's why it's one of my favorite parts of the shoes, because that color with the pink, it matches so well together. Like, it would have just been basic if it was just normal white, but the beige sole does it for me. And coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the collab with Strange Love. It's going to be the women's Dunk Low Valentine's Day colorway, and they are definitely the most expensive on this list. That's why I put it on number 1. All the other shoes are great on this list, but when it comes to this shoe, even besides price, this is probably the best shoe on this list in my opinion, and I think it is great for a lot of people if you can afford it. Now, I know a lot of people cannot, but if you can, you definitely have to buy these shoes. They look great. The materials that are used with them are making the shoe look way better than they would if they were made out of leather or anything else. Like I said, if you can afford these, you should buy these 100%, because first of all, you're gonna be bougie. Second of all, you're gonna be wearing the nicest fits ever. You're gonna catch people's eyes. You might have your own Valentine just because of these shoes right here. A lot of dunks on this list, I know, but there's a lot of good dunks out there. Just too many dunks out there, to be honest. I will say that, but there's a lot of good colorways, a lot of styles, and this shoe definitely comes in a number 1 spot. If you made it to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed the list, please leave a like and comment down below. That'll help me very much. I really appreciate the support y'all made on my first video on this channel. Really surprised me. I really appreciate you guys on a whole nother level. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to. It's always free, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what I should post in the comment section down below. See you guys.